Seattle, on the sidelines of a conference in Estonia on Wednesday, a senior U.S. intelligence official told British outlet Sky News that the U.S. is running offensive cyber operations in support of Ukraine. "My job is to provide a series of options to the Secretary of Defense and the President, as Cyber Command." While he did not give any further detail, it was the first time the spy chief alluded to the U.S. government's efforts to launch counterattacks against Russia in cyberspace, in addition to helping defend Ukrainian agencies. The so-called cyber war in Ukraine hasn't always been front and center of news coverage, but it's one of the things that might most directly impact the West. It's still a real possibility that U.S. companies or critical infrastructure could become collateral damage if Russian hackers decide to retaliate, according to cybersecurity officials. Even as the U.S. government is a key ally to Ukrainian defenders, the private sector might have a more complete picture of what's going on at any given time, because of their access to the digital systems in Russian hackers' crosshairs. The relationship between the U.S. private sector and Ukraine has only deepened as the war drags on into its third month. During an interview with NPR in Seattle last week, Microsoft head of customer security and trust Tom Burt detailed what his team has been seeing throughout the war, beginning a couple months prior to the official start of the physical invasion. In January, according to Burt, Microsoft witnessed several destructive attacks against a number of Ukrainian government agencies. This was the first time Microsoft and others observed what's become a major feature of Russia's digital strategy during the war, using wiper malware designed to destroy. Burt said his team was trying to determine if the attacks might be a part of a broader offensive, or if it was yet another example of Russia testing out digital attack techniques in Ukraine, something the Kremlin has been doing for years. "That's the experimental zone for Russian cyber attacks," he said. Before publicly revealing what Microsoft had seen and attributing those attacks to Russia, Burt said he reached out to U.S. and Ukrainian government partners, to make sure Microsoft didn't disrupt what might be very delicate conversations that were happening at the time. However, Burt said, both